this game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today, protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Bama! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield, you're trying to find an open guy, you're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out. Yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it.
He's going to let it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. To the air. It's Nolan. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 35. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Let's talk about Alabama. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. That becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good
There he goes to the left. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Russell. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw again. Right on the money. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Alabama! And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lyle. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They'll put him in play from the 41 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Nolan. Trying to get rid of it.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Snags it at the 30 and still running. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You see all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and you know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. He'll keep it himself.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Dropping back, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Turning it on. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. Complete to the left. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
Love the play call by the offense. Love drag routes down this close to the goal line. 1st down, you're just trying to get an easy completion, catch and run, walk in, score. Defense made a nice play. They made the tackle, so now you got to turn the page. You got to find something here on 2nd.
Give him 6. Touchdown tie. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. They march 78 yards down the field. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term.
There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Past the 45. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
It's trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the... minutes. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Alabama pushing the tempo. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Russell. Looking to buy time. Unleashes one. It's caught downfield. He's down at the 25-yard line, waiting moments of the first half. It is a 1st down. They'll try to snap it quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. He'll set up to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Takes a shot as he lets it go. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Finds his man. It's Lyle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The corners are walked up tight. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Carr. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Unleashes it on the run. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He got a step and just dusted the field. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Wants to throw on first down.
And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Got a man in the middle. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. He uncorks one deep. Got it. Touchdown, Bama. And the route is on. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Give to the running back. Got room at the 35. Breaks into the open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hurricane. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Under fire! They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
On the run, it's Davidson. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Miami. Here comes the two-point try. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. using his feet. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. Here's the pressure.
Oh boy! All right, at some point we gotta give it up. I'm all for making plays, but you keep scrambling backwards and backwards and backwards, and then you get inside your own 10. Heck, there's not much room left. So at least you didn't go in the end zone. Good job.
He'll make the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Hale. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. It's probably pretty comforting for this offensive coordinator to know as soon as the game's kicked off, I can pretty much pencil in a 100-yard receiving day for this dude.
And I want to be the quarterback. I mean, that guy, it's always open. Man zone, I know I'm looking his way because he's going to catch the football. He's going to make big plays for me. So, yeah, I'm not surprised they're going to continue to highlight this guy in the passing game.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Lets it fly. Found the spot in the defense. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Floats it out in space. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll ride his man on the option. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Young. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. So they will eschew the short field goal attempt and instead try to score from the 5 on 4th down. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
I mean, 4th and goal, and what does he do? He makes plays. This is why quarterbacks with this kind of athletic ability are so hard to stop. Big-time money down on 4th down, and the quarterback makes the play for them.
And it'll be a touchback. Come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. Makes the grab. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Canes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He lost one down the sideline. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Hold on.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Russell. Got a man, it's Staley. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
It's a big mountain to climb, but the defense helping themselves out by getting that takeaway. They're going to need a few scores now, but you needed something positive to happen. You needed the momentum to shift, and I think the defense just did that by getting the takeaway.
He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7th. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Snapped it in the shotgun. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
To the air on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Fires into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Lets it fly. Touchdown time! And the stomping has commenced. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game.
And it's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway and a big play for this defense.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Going for it all. He's got it inside the 25. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Alabama quickly back to the line. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Hard in the backfield. It's Pringle. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And this is exactly where you're going to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense. And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running.